So that happened. Okay, so Halloween Ends is the 13th film in the Halloween franchise, which should have been a straight one-and-done film back in the 70s about a silent masked killer slaughtering a bunch of teenagers who suffer from a terrible allergy to clothes before probably being shot by Ernst Stavro Blofeld. It's kept pottering along with varying degrees of quality for the last 40 years and has now allegedly finished with Halloween Ends. And if you think this is going to be the final Halloween film, then I have a bridge I'd love to sell you. And, well, this is definitely a finish of sorts. I mean, it's not the finish that I would have gone with, but it's got some interesting ideas, even if it doesn't pull off any of them. But they are interesting. We pick up 4 years after the worst horror film ever theatrically released, and Laurie Strode has decided to become a Stepford wife, despite knowing that the Shape is still out there and liable to return at any minute. But whatever. There's also an interesting thread about how the fear of his return has infected the town, making it a place full of anger, fear and violence, where every murder is suspected to be by his hand, where Laurie is held at fault because she encouraged and annoyed him. Which is a really, really interesting idea. It just doesn't really seem to go anywhere beyond Laurie occasionally getting a nasty comment from someone. As for the Shape themselves, they don't really seem to do anything. They don't even seem to want to kill people, which seems a bit off to me, but whatever. Given 5 minutes, any competent screenwriter could have removed him completely from the narrative, which actually I think might have served the story better now that I think about it, but that's neither here nor there. It's the film's main thread which I think holds the most promise as we witness the decline of an innocent who, almost through no fault of their own, falls into becoming almost the Shape's apprentice, which is an amazing idea and builds upon the themes established in the first two movies, but at the same time somehow manages to fall flatter than a jelly baby after an argument with a steamroller. Mostly it's because the love story he's given us a sort of hope at redemption I just didn't buy for a single solitary second. We see him meet his partner and they fall in love quicker than a Disney couple. If it had been an already established relationship, him already struggling with his dark side, then I think it would have been a much better and deeper story. But you didn't come to Halloween Ends to get a hint as to how much better that unwatchable Joker film had been written by someone with talent, and not some talentless hack trying to remake Taxi Driver.
You talking to me?
You came here for violence and scares, and I've got one of those. Quite nicely, this film takes the time to sort of establish its killer's victims, so we at least understand why they have to die horrible deaths from the point of view of our killer, but it's just not scary in the slightest. There was no dread, no slow build-up. This film was in such a mess that there wasn't any time for that. It was just kill and then get back to whatever thread the film felt like following at that moment in time, and I get why people are mad at this film. We want Halloween to be the film where a Shape, for no seeming rhyme or reason, kills loads of people in graphically different ways, but that's been done 11 other times, and this is at least trying to be something different. It's not quite pulling it off. It's a mess with some good ideas, with some kills that could have been good, but there was no tension or dread leading up to it, so it's all just surface level. I won't be watching this again when the unsurpassable original is right there, but I can appreciate this film for trying something different than Shape gets its steps in while slaughtering teens. This film just doesn't work. That's all. So I definitely think that you should skip it, but what do you guys think? And what do you think is the least worst of the Halloween sequels? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel, it's been a Donkey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe.